All right, everybody. I'm John Holtz, Assistant Sports Information Director at Slippery Rock. Got head coach Kevin Reynolds, seniors Rob Brown, and Joe Vines for you. First, we'll open it up for some opening statements from head coach Kevin Reynolds.
First thing, obviously West Liberty has a very nice team. They're well coached. They have four very good seniors, and when we watched them on tape, we knew they were good, but in person they're better. They just play as a team. It's one of those things. We played, this is our 20th game away from home. We thought we were battle tested, but we haven't played anyone at the caliber of this team in probably years, fellas, since we probably played Penn State. That's as good a team as we've played in about a year's time. So it's you have to take your hat off to West Liberty, their coaching staff and their players. There's a reason they're 30-0. Unfortunately, we got to see it from about 2 feet away.
Open it up for questions, anybody?
Were you surprised at how well they were able to penetrate? Because pretty much this year you've been pretty good defensively.
Yeah, we've been very good. We've been very good. Yeah, that was a concern from the coaching staff going in. We knew they could spread the floor because they had the ability of 7 players to pass, dribble, and shoot. So that was a problem. We don't play zone. We saw a lot of teams play zone, which is effective, but we just don't play zone. So we just played our normal game. But they're well coached. I mean, like I said, they stretch the floor, they lengthen the floor, widen the floor, I should say. The floor gets widened with them, and they do a good job. They play to their strengths. That's like I said, I've coached a long time, and they're as good a team as playing to their strengths that I've seen in person.
You know, they get a lot of pucks for their offense. Defense tonight was very good. You can see from the stat sheet, he had 19 turnovers, only 2 assists. That's got to be the fewest amount.
Yeah, we had 14 turnovers, I think, in the first half. They did a very good job of turning us over, getting the tempo in the game at their pace. We did a poor job. Our game plan going into the game was to shoot layups if we could against the break, and then pull out and run offense. But they just got it. You know, I think we did a good job of it for about 13 minutes, and then the last, probably at one little stretch, probably 4 or 5 minutes. It seemed like an eternity, but it was a 4 or 5 minute stretch where they got the game to their pace and their tempo, and we got caught up in their game, and we tried to play their game, and we were like the other 29 games where you get caught up for a 4 or 5 minute period, and they stretch the game where you can't get back into it.
So what do you say about how far this program has come? First appearance in the NCAA in 20 years. These guys sitting next to you are a big part of that.
Yeah, it was, like we said, we took the team the 3 previous years before these guys got here. They won 14 games. We won 57 in the last 3. It's a team that over a 20-year period averaged a little over 5 wins this season. And these guys are the biggest reason. Good players are the biggest reason why programs change. We had 7 good seniors. They're not only good players, they're tough as can be. We have a lot of guys. Vines here is going to probably have knee surgery when he years out. Burke is going to have foot surgery when he years out. Number 10, Baradell, was playing with a dislocated shoulder. They'll have surgery on that this week. Obviously, Devin Taylor broke his foot in 3 places and still played tonight. And we got one other knee surgery on the horizon. So the guys are tough as can be. That's the thing that I'm proud of the team. I mean, for the last month of the team, guys have played with serious injuries now, serious injuries that would keep most guys off the court. And like I said, this week we'll probably have 4 or 5 guys have major surgeries. You know, like I said, Baradell's shoulder dislocated, and he gutted it out. And Devin actually he broke his foot in 3 places. So I don't think anyone will question our toughness. These guys, they're irreplaceable. We won't can't replace the 7 guys we've lost. There's no way we can do it. To have a 300% improvement, I don't think anybody, I know they were today on the TV, I was watching the West Virginia Wesleyan IUP game, and they said West Virginia Wesleyan had the 2nd best turnaround with, I think, 10 games. Imagine turning it around in 3 years from 14 wins to 57. Now that's a turnaround. I mean, that's, like I said, I didn't show it tonight, but you can't judge a group of guys on one game. You know, even the best teams in the country have, other than West Liberty this year, have a down game. But if they have one bad game, their season's over, and everyone's talking about how they didn't follow through on the year. So I mean, we've been there when I was at IUP way back in '95, where you know you don't lose and you go all the way, and then you get popped by Cal Riverside, and everyone said, "Man, you didn't finish it off. It was a disappointing year."
Guys, obviously tonight's disappointing. You would like to have had a better showing, but you know, like Coach said, the last 3 years. What can you say about the groundwork you guys have helped lay for this program?
Thing I said is when we came into the program, we knew it was down. Coach here, man, he worked us hard, pushed us to our limits, and we knew we had to come to win. You know, the night we faced the opponent that woke us up, like they were very good. So there's really much we can't say about them. Like, they came to play.
You obviously saw it on film.
Yeah.
What was it like for me personally? How can you describe what they're able to do? They did you a lot that no one really has done to you.
Yeah, like we watched them on film. We knew they could shoot. Like we knew everything. We knew a lot about them. We didn't know much. We watched the film, seen they had shooters, drivers, and kickers. And our game plan was to stick to what we know is play defense, come out and play hard, and try to settle them in our game, which we couldn't do tonight. They stayed on top of their game, hitting shots, driving, penetrating. We had no answer for them.
First 10 minutes, you had to feel good, but then, you know, like Coach said, it's 5 minutes, boom.
Yeah, the 5 minutes that we let up, like, that's the 5 minutes we shouldn't have let up. Like, we gave them a break, and they seen the opening, and they took it.
Joe, took some years off, came back to the program this year. What's it mean for you to come back to the program, to be able to help this team get to where it got this year?
I appreciate everything that Coach has done to get me back into school. I was part of that 14-win team. I just had to buy into the system and was trying to teach. I'm happy that I was here to be a part of this and got to know Ron and all the others seniors and finish it out with them, finish my career out in Slippery.
And Kevin, one last thing, we'll get you guys out of here. Not a lot of people know the adversity that this program has had to face this year with 4 deaths early in the season directly related to the program. Talk about what it says about this team to be able to rally around that and put together a season like this.
John, December was a long month, obviously. Most of you guys don't know. Our head manager, our assistant coach's brother, Leo King, committed suicide first week of December. A lot of the guys on the team have known Leo for a long time. I just told the team, actually, it still bothers me. I was extremely close with Leo. I looked at him as a little brother. And then obviously, the next day, I talked to Ron's parents that morning because they wanted to check up on Ron. And then Ron's dad had a heart attack going to work. I actually told Ron before practice, I said, hey, I just talked to your parents and everything's going well. And then after practice, they came and grabbed me. And I had to tell Ron his dad had a heart attack on the way to work and passed. And then we obviously had Devin Taylor's father passed away. And then Tommy Kelly's grandmother who raised him passed away as well. So it was a long year. The guys are resilient. I told them they're irreplaceable. Our university will never be able to replace this group of guys. 7 guys will all graduate, are all been great ambassadors for the university, and I'm going to miss you guys. It's going to be tough to not see these guys. They're a great group, and we didn't show it tonight, but one game isn't a